legit forgot the opening thing for the Legends Arceus soundtrack is. There we go. Oh, it's a sunny day for once. Oh, wait. Check behind me. So good afternoon. I'm sorry I'm a little late. We had to run to the store to get dinner. That is very loud. There we go. Much better. I got that one counted. Maybe today will be my lucky day and I will get this shiny. Could be nice. Hope everybody had a good Sunday. I had a pretty decent one. It went by like one of those weirdly slow days a little bit, but had to play a couple hours of Stardew Valley with my ladies. And we finished the first year, and the friend we introduced to Stardew Valley, well, kind of introduced to Stardew Valley, has been really enjoying it. That's all that matters. Everybody's having a good Labor Day, or at least maybe getting today off. Hopefully I should get Omanyte today, and then when I stream Wednesday, that should let me start the coppeters hunt. I do work tomorrow. Oh, Dad said he sent me a text. He sent me a text in the store and I didn't have my phone. You are not an Omanyte. I got called it a Kabuto, but that's not this game. So I went through Cerebi yesterday and pulled out all the Pokemon that are the types I need according to my type roster. And the ones I knew I wanted to use, there are a couple I left out that I knew I just didn't. So underneath my little temporary, this is my team so far thing, I have like 20 other Pokemon that are possibilities for a team, maybe. I thought of another nickname. I can't remember if I shared that one with you guys or not. Actually, I thought of two more nicknames. One being Wormwood for Scolipede, and then the other being Snapdragon. I don't know if it would be for a dragon or not, but still fun. Oh. Johnstone put out his new Shiny Living Dex video where he shiny hunted everything in Gen 5. I'm curious to see what he's gonna do next. I doubt he's gonna start another Living Dex hunt with ZA so close to release. But it will be fun to see what he decides to do for the next few weeks. And I guess technically if he wanted to start hunting Gen 6 he could. that was lucky. This dude today, if not today, just generally sometime this week's works. Starting to get a sinking feeling he might be edging into the ungodly over odds territory, which is of course not as ungodly as it could have been. Seriously about quite possibly size hunting for a large chikorita. Whenever I start ZA, seeing how it's going to show you the size of your Pokemon. Chikorita is a dinosaur. It should be tall as possible, outside of it being an alpha. Is this going to be my lucky Omanyte spot for today? I mean, if I can just go in circles and keep encountering Omanyte for the next 2 hours, I wouldn't say no. Oh, chain's broken. That was still like 4 or 5 Omanyte though, I'm not going to complain. Shinies are done in whenever they spawn in, or if you have to encounter them for it to be shiny. Oh, another Omanyte. We didn't manage to get him today and have enough time to start Kabuto. I will pause and take a moment to do the poll while I switch over some of my stream stats. Forgive me if I seem a little tired. I woke up at 6 o'clock this morning and just could not go back to sleep. Small part of my brain's like, I can see your tentacles under the water there. I can't, but my brain fills in what you can't see under the water because, you know, we know what it looks like. Ah! I dodged him this time. I somehow end up with a second shiny basculin in this game, I'm gonna be so mad. You know, that was my first shiny in this game, which... It's an okay shiny, but I've been really hoping I would find the Omanyte before anything else. Alright, Magikarp there. Another Omanyte here. Nothing wrong with Magikarp. Don't need you or you. Okay then. Oh. I really kind of dig the reflections in the water when you're outside. They're actually really kind of nice. Like they're not as good is like the ones we get in Scarlet and Violet, because those are literal reflections, but it still does really well considering that, you know, they weren't doing that during these games. No Omanyte up there. Hey, there we go. So many little fossils. I guess at least this time I'm not running a black market operation. Oh. I sure felt like I was in Let's Go. Magikarp there. It's gonna be so interesting though to see what most of the PokeTuber community is doing this month. If they're anything like me, probably a handful of them are finishing up hunts, or trying to. Well, the other handful are probably just kind of messing around, wasting time. They're doing challenges. Probably challenges, actually. Been thinking if I manage to replay Y before Legends EA comes out. I'm not certain if I want to do an actual Nuzlocke challenge, but I am considering making it to where I only use the first Pokemon I catch on each route. Hi, Pin. You've been sleeping on Papa's bed. What got you up? You've been sleeping on top of Dad's socks. Fish. Another fish. Another fish. I had a slow fossil Omanyte spawn this last couple of times through. Maybe it's this one's fault. Last time I got an Omanyte here, I had like 3 or 4 in a row. Hopefully it won't. Good sir. Good sir. You are taking up like half of my screen. Literally. I know you're not hungry. And it's not treat time yet. Also, hi Mint. We got Pin a call. We got the cat and the dog a collar the other day. Got him a flea collar. And oh my god, you would think I was trying to hang him the way he reacted when I tried to put it on him. Dad had to catch him and hold him so I could take 15 seconds to slide it around his head. Yeah, you freaked out for nothing, you little fuzz butt. Of course, to be fair, part of the time when I'm doing this is because I'm smooshing his head between my hands. Yeah, hi. Did you have a good nap? Can I rub your chin? Oh, you gotta hold on a second here. There we go. Yes, hold on. I've been rejected. Are you done? Well, fine. I won't rub both your cheeks then. Uh-oh. Scooch Bubba, I need to see. Just a second. There we go. Oh, I didn't run. I thought I ran from him. What? There we go. And there's the one back over here. What? Oh, are you mad because I emptied your bowl? Here. Has a water bowl we keep in the bathroom, in the bathtub for him. Because he likes, when we turn the faucet on and let it drip. But I took a shower earlier and I haven't put his bowl back in the bathroom. Is that what's up? Are you thirsty? Hmm? Yeah, are you a thirsty boy? Or you just want affection? I think he's just wanting affection, otherwise he'd be a much bigger pain in my butt. Ooh, let me rub that chin. Does that feel nice? Alright. Gonna have to suffer for a moment. My little seat stealer. Get him a smidge more in screen. There you go. Oh. Hi, Magikarp. What, Bubba? None of your usual lay spots good enough for you right now? Hmm? You don't usually go lay on Papa's bed. He will on occasion if I'm in there like doing laundry or something, but he doesn't generally get up there and nap. Feeling like a different place today? Alright. Here you go, Bubba. Not an Omanyte. I hope everybody's having a good day so far. Mine's not been too bad. Aw, nice. You know the thing yesterday, or on occasion he wants to lay in the space between my keyboard and the TV, And it's always like, please let me readjust things so you're not pressing buttons with your feet. That's nice. I'm glad you're making progress with the foster babies. Oh, you are not an Omanyte. I don't want you. I have my shiny basculin. I have several shiny basculin, actually. So don't forget to do your shiny fish raids. What's this last one? It's not Ting Lu. I don't remember. I can never remember. Yeah, don't forget to battle your blue fish. Okay, this actually has me very curious as to what the Colossian version of the alpha music is going to be. If they'll keep aspects of this song and just kind of modernize it. Make it more, what is it, Parisian? Replace the flute with an accordion. Nope, I cannot get another. Shoot, I was doing so well, too. Aw, that's good. My dad's girlfriend, she has a kitten. And she has the entire kind of run-of-the-mill of the kitten complaints, just, you know, because it's still a kitten, it's a baby rowdy animal. And it's like, Debbie, it's like, honey, you just gotta let it get through kitten stage. It'll calm down a little bit after you get him snipped in a couple of months. And then he calms down more as he gets older. He's just a baby. A baby anything is gonna be rowdy and playful. Of course, you know, they had 2 dogs up until that point. And she's like, but it's not the same with dogs. It's like, since when have you had to worry about a dog climbing up on a shelf? And she paused. She's like, no, you're right. It's like, yeah. Like, trust me, I spent half a pin's kittenhood chasing him off shelves where he didn't need to be. Oh. Hi, Basket. Still kind of laughing we don't have a water encounter environment for the encounters on the... I want to call this a river, but I don't know if it's actually big enough to be a river. This large creek. So I finally bit the bullet and sat down and watched Austin John Play's video about the leaked megas. So I've been seeing so many of them in screenshots and or thumbnails and stuff that it was like, okay, you know what? I wasn't worried about finding out about megas or not, but it's like a couple of the ones that they do actually change type combinations on. It's like, had me thinking. And for the sake of spoilers for anyone else, I won't say any more on that, but it's going to be interesting. Oh, did you just decide to hunker down? Usually it takes you 15 minutes to find a spot to lay down anymore. He slept on the pillow next to me night before last, and at one point in time he got up, crawled across me, stepped onto the little shelf I've been using as a nightstand, swung around back to above my head, and went right back to where he had been laying. I looked at him and was like, did you just need to stretch? But other than the once, he spent more or less the entire night just curled up on the pillow right next to me, and it's like, okay, Bubba. Well, to be fair, each ones have their moments. Like, while you don't have to worry about most dogs climbing up your curtains, cats don't teeth the same way. They do claw, but they don't teeth. They're not gonna chew apart your kitchen chairs. So there are ups and downs, you know, both cats and dogs. And with her, it's just been, I don't know if they've had a cat before or not, or if it's just been a long time since they've had a cat. But she, like I said, she'd had dogs for probably the past decade or so. And so it is a bit of a learning curve when you end up with one of the other ones again. And we weirdly have enough if always generally had both a cat and a dog at the same time, for the most part. We've always been a mixture of cat and dog people. I still kind of want a beta fish, personally. But that, I can't afford that right now, so that's a animal desire that's just gonna have to wait. My sister to show me her fish tank. She told me she had one, she just hasn't sent me pictures yet. I got pictures of her chickens, but not of her fish tank. Gotta be a, yep, Magikarp. Another Barboach. Another Magikarp. Now Stella, my beagle. Her first litter of puppies. She had 8 puppies. We had so many babies in the house. But it was so funny though, because they were in my room. And we had the kennel and all set up, and she and the puppies more or less stayed in. But I'd wake up at night on occasion to just crying. And got up once, and one of the puppies had managed to maneuver its way out of the kennel. Got up another time to crying, and Stella was half laying on one because she got up to eat or drink or something and laid back down, and it had moved. So I was like, okay, let me move you. Yeah, they were adorable little furry beings. And you know, I had the honor of her having her first puppy on the bed next to me, and it's like, really? She had all the other ones in the kennel, but the first one she had to have on the bed with me. She was a good mama though. Those mama instincts kicked in, and she was as good a mama as any dog you could hope for. To listen to the ZA soundtrack more often. Kind of forget how good it is. I think I've been saying that about every soundtrack I've been listening to the past week or so. It does make me a little sad we probably won't get music kind of like this in ZA, which is no big deal, you know, set in a different time, in a different country and whatnot, but it's like, no, we're not going to have this in ZA. I am looking forward to the new music, though. It'll be nice. Yes, they do. When we got Stella, she itty bitty puppy. She a couple months old. She fit in one of my hands. And so for the first couple of weeks, while she was so small, she had a cat collar on. And, you know, we'd take her outside to go potty, and I'd just walk outside with her because she was so small, she couldn't have pulled the cord around. But as she got a little bigger and moved on to, you know, kind of a small dog collar, she was good. And she learned the run and when to go out and go potty. And by the time she hit, I don't know, teenagerdom for dogs, and the small dog collars weren't any good anymore because she kept breaking them. Okay, get her a medium dog collar. Nope. She went straight from small dog collars to big dog collars because she would break the medium dog collars. I probably went through 5 or 6 medium dog collars, probably went through 3 harnesses. Never did manage to get her harness trained. But she's had a big dog collar probably since she was about 9 or 10 months old. I have her last smaller dog collar somewhere. And we couldn't do the ones with the flimsier plastic clasps. We had to either get one of the ones with a thicker plastic clasp or had to get her metal. She was Little Miss Breaker of collars. But oh yeah, they can be little escape artists. And the fun thing about beagles can climb. So you can't exactly put them in a pen without something over the top of it. I mean, Stella doesn't really climb anymore, but when we put her and the puppies outside finally, she would climb up the side of the fence to get on top of the kennel when she just kind of wanted a break from the babies. And then when we let her come back in and the puppies moved out to the yard proper, they used to climb up the side of the pen and onto the top of the doghouse. So beagles can be little escape artists when they want to be. I got a ding. I got a second ding. Let me check and make sure this isn't anything super important. Okay, just a response to a picture I shared last night of someone's pretty little shed in Stardew Valley. So I'm kind of considering doing a countdown up in like the corner of the screen that's counting down days till Legend Z8 comes out. There we go. Stella does good with collars. The big dog collars don't quite fit her 100% all the way, but I like her collars being a little loose anyways. That way if she like ever gets really tangled up or wrapped around a tree or something, she can eventually work her way loose and she's not gonna like hang herself or something. Instead, she'll just slip out of her collar. And she's pretty good about coming back to the house. Okay, she's good most of the time. Every once in a while, she meanders off into the trees behind the house and sniffs around and stuff. But she's pretty good about coming back when we yell for her. So just so you know, the sad eyes I'm picturing are like the same exact sad eyes Stella gives me when she gets a bath. She's looking up at me like, Mom, no. It's like, Stella, yes. She got another one the other day. She was itchy. I have a friend who has a dog, a they put him in a harness when they're gonna take him somewhere. So he has learned to, a harness on means he's going for a ride. You can put a leash on Stella and she automatically assumes she's going for a walk. Which 99.9% of the time she is. But every once in a while, we take her to the groomers to get like her ears cleaned and her glands expressed and stuff. And we'll turn, the end of our road, we turn into town. So we'll turn into town, and the venomous look she starts giving me when she realizes where we're going. I have to carry her into the groomers every time I take her. I can get her out of the truck easily enough. But as soon as I go to open that door, nuh-uh. Usually I get a high to the groomer and then it's like, nope, come on. And I'm hauling her up in my arms so I can put her in the kennel. I can't complain about that though, because she is very well behaved for the groomer. That lady's legit looked at me and she goes, your dog behaves better than some of mine do. She is an absolute angel when I do her. Like, oh yeah, she cooperates. She just gives you big sad eyes the entire time you're washing her. Hey, another one. The funny thing is, about the first 2 or so years, I took her to the groomers. The groomers and the vet's office were the same place. So we turned onto that road, and oh, you'd think we were taking her out back to shoot her. If it were easier to get an appointment with the groomer sometimes, then maybe I would. Because she is literally the only groomer in town. And she has kids and stuff and whatnot, and I think her husband does like cattle. So on occasion I will have an appointment with her, and then all of a sudden in my text message is like, I gotta reschedule, my kids are sick, or I gotta reschedule, I gotta go help my husband out in the fields with the cows. And it's like, like it took me 4 months to remember to do this and you're rescheduling? It's like, fine. She always gets a treat when she comes home though, and she always feels better. Last time we took her to the vet to get like her rabies shot and stuff, we took her in and weighed her, and they, stuck us in their room, and we waited 10-ish minutes, and they did their stuff, and I looked at the ladies, because as soon as she's out of that room, she's heading towards the door. I looked at the ladies behind the counters like, I'll be back in a minute, I'm gonna go put her in the truck. They laughed at me and said, okay. And Dad looked at me when I came back out, and he goes, her eyes never left you as you were inside. She watched you like a hawk the entire time you were standing there paying for her rabies shot. And he don't realize sometimes that if we take her out with us and we go to like the grocery store or something, and he gets out of the car, well, the truck, to go in and get a pop or cigarettes or whatever, she watches that door like a hawk until he comes back. We're her people. I think Barboach is what spawned in. Yeah, looks like it. They're so funny though. Dad spent last night with his girlfriend. They had a date and he just went home with her. Which is fine. But they pulled in the driveway right as we were about at the house after our walk. Oh, that tail started going a mile a minute. I waited till one of them got out of the truck and just let her go and let her run up to him. Tail wagging 100 miles an hour the entire way. Do you want to be shiny? But she learns the sound of people's vehicles. And she knows Dad's truck. And she knows Dad's girlfriend's truck. And Dad's girlfriend can pull up. And that head will perk up. And she'll turn it a little bit. And she's off the bed or the couch or wherever she's laying. And either looking out the front window or at the back door to meet her when she gets there. She grumbles and whines if Dad's girlfriend stops by and doesn't come in and like see her. It's so funny. Because if I'm in the kitchen, I'll go tap on the door a time or two until she looks at me and it's like... It's like, look, you don't gotta come in and say hi to me, but you gotta come in and say hi to the babies. You gotta come see the welcoming committee. I gotta call my groomer tomorrow, make me an appointment to get my hair trimmed and get my dad a pedicure. Alright, Barboach was a spawn-in. Hi, Magic Card. Yep, they learned that too. Of course, my older sister, when Stella was a baby, she lived here with us, and kind of on and off, she would come down for work and stay the week and then go back home over the weekend because it was just an easier drive. But she loved my sister to death, and we don't get to see her very often. They come down 2, maybe 3 times a year. They live an hour away, but between like work and stuff, it's just a pain in the butt to manage to get everything scheduled. But I can look at her before my sister comes down. It's like, sister's coming. You want to see sister? And oh, she does the happy jig and the tail wag, and no, my sister will walk through that door and she's off like a shot. Let's not encounter him. But it is so funny watching them learn like specific noises and stuff mean different people. another one. This one's gonna be stubborn. I love the hardwood music. It is so nice and relaxing. Okay, respawn in was the magic cart. Stella's not much of a trick dog. But every once in a while, if you throw a treat to her and you manage to throw it just right, she can catch it in midair. She does do easy really well. And that's just, you know, taking something really nicely from someone's hand. But the only time she ever didn't was when she was probably about 2 weeks before she her litter was due to be born, and she was so fat and miserable then. Poor baby. But generally I can tell her to be easy and she'll be a lot nicer about taking food or just kind of playing with in general. Fish. He's probably the size of a football or bigger. He's probably not that little of a fish. Nope, I don't need another one of you. Well, it seems like they're kind of pre-announcing announcements on like Mondays or Tuesdays, I think. I'm going to say we get at least 2 more mega reveals. Possibly 3 is my guess. Unless they decide they want to do one every week up until October. But I'm going to say 2 to 3 more maybe. Sometime in the week and a half leading up to ZA, we should get the overview trailer. And that's usually like 10-ish minutes, you know, where they go over the catching mechanic and some of the battle stuff and whatnot. Should rewatch the one they did for Legends Arceus and Scarlet and Violet to see how long those were. But yeah, it will be interesting to see which ones they decide to show off. So they've done 2 Gen 1 Pokemon. I feel like they probably aren't going to show us another Gen 1 Mega. But I am curious to see if we'll get any, after Gen 6 Megas. Or if we'll get one for any of the other generations as well. I'm still kind of sad Mega Hawlucha just wasn't an evolution. Actually, I'm kind of sad about that with just kind of... maybe not every single stage Pokemon, but a few single stage Pokemon that have Megas would make just fantastic regular evolutions. Like, Kangaskhan wouldn't really be an evolution, but, Hawlucha or even, like, Mega Lopunny, those would be good evolutions for their, lines. Sableye, maybe? Mega Baynet would actually be a pretty cool evolution. I don't know about Pinsir and Heracross though. Those are kind of out there because they are Megas, so I don't know if they would have made good like evolutions for them. But still. Yeah. Well, also, it feels a little bit like when they give a Pokemon a Mega Evolution, they're like, here you go, you're not getting a regular evolution for this one unless it's like a Galarian the form of Hawlucha or Pinsir or Heracross or something, which probably isn't true. They did give Duraludon a evolution. But it feels a little bit like that. Like, here, have this Mega. This Pokemon's not getting an evolution anytime soon, but you could have this instead. Which, I mean, they're free to make, you know, their own decisions and stuff. But I'm sitting there watching that, the animated short, and it's like, this could have been an evolution. Very much could have been an evolution. But of course, with Generations coming out, that's going to be less of an issue. Champions. Where did I get Generations was an animated series, but with Champions coming out, the gimmicks and stuff are going to be less of an issue because you'll be able to use them in Champions. What is it? I think the first two games I said are going to be compatible with that. Will be Legend ZA and Scarlet and Violet, I think? I don't remember if they said anything about Sword and Shield or Let's Go. It's not off the top of my head. Another Barboach. Like, that's another thing, is that we got the Hisuian Pokemon in, Legend ZA, and they made them special, made them mounts and stuff. part of them at least, and made them the area bosses and whatnot. I'm a little sad we haven't seen any evidence for or against a Colossian regional variant, or even mounts for getting around the city. We haven't seen either of those in any trailers yet, which it's possible we could. It's also possible that there aren't any, or they're just keeping very shush-shush about it as a surprise. I really do want them to have at least one or two Colossian or Convergent Pokemon in ZA. It would feel a bit like backtracking if they didn't. I mean, even Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee, they had Alolan Pokemon in the game. They didn't have Cantonian forms, you know, because it was a remake. And a tie-in with Pokemon Go. But they did include regional variants in it through the trades. But I guess we gotta wait till Week Leak for that stuff. Maybe I'll be pleasantly surprised. There we go. I'm just happy for one of my friends because now she'll be able to play with Mega Pokemon to her heart's content. It'll take her 1.5 years to beat Legend ZA. Because she's one of those people, she likes to do like absolutely everything she can before finishing a game. Yeah, the regional variants are generally really good. A little sad with the Tauroses, just because it feels like they could have done a bit more with them, or at least with their shinies. But even the Paldean Tauros are still pretty good. Still mad we didn't get a Paldean Miltank to go along with them. But yeah, I'm kind of hoping that they're just focusing on the Megas because that's the big thing everyone was looking forward to, and they're gonna sneak 8, a mixture of like 8 regional forms slash convergent species in. And I'm not saying 8 of each, I just mean like 8 Pokemon all together. But as for like how you're gonna get around, I'm a little surprised we haven't at least seen like a bicycle, or if they're bringing the rollerblades back. Of course, they might. Maybe they'll do that in the overview. Give us a sneak peek of how we're gonna fast travel. Need to hop back into Legends Arceus so I can ride around on Weird Ear. Oh. I miss my boy every once in a while. Rhydon and Miraidon is fun, but they don't fulfill that little girl fantasy of being able to ride through the forest on a gigantic deer. Oh, I'm gonna play this game for a minute or two. Okay, that's fine. I'm literally gonna play this game for a minute. So excuse me. Oh, it ended. I'm sure they have a few surprises for us other than the new megas. Well, rollerblades are a possibility, and I would like you're gonna need something to surf on in this game. So unless they're giving us a rotom bike like this one, it's gonna have to be a Pokemon. Or well, a rotom bike or something that would be the rotom bike equivalent. I mean, I don't need anything super fantastically whimsical. I'd be perfectly happy just being able to run around Lumio City on a go-go like is actually canon for Lumio City. Because Gen 6 is when they actually started the ride Pokemon. They weren't all the time mounts like they were in Gen 7 onward. Well, not Gen 8, but Gen 6 did have the first rideable Pokemon. You could ride the Go-Goat in Lumio City, and you rode the Mamoswine through the one snowy path. You used a Rhyhorn to get over the really rocky area that took you to the cave where the fossils were. You could ride the Skiddo around that one pasture. So Gen 6 very much was the start of ride Pokemon. No! These ones are closer. Because we've had ride Pokemon in Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee. So you can ride around on like Arcanine and stuff. We had them in Gen 7. We did not have them in Gen 8 because the Rotom bike. But they've been in Legends Arceus in Gen 9 as well. They weren't in BDSP either, but that's because HMTMs. Yes, being visually on a Pokemon makes it more fun. It's more whimsical. Is what it is. If it fills that part of your brain that, you know, from when you were 10 and watching the Pokemon anime and watching the episode where Ash is riding around on the one girl's Rapidash or borrows the Messenger's Arcanine, and you wanted nothing more in your life than to be able to like ride a Pokemon. It makes the inner 10-year-old me happy. There's a small chance that we might have a couple of different mounts we can use, but more than likely it's probably going to be a set one. But I think generally they do it that way for like size reasons. But no, it would be neat to be able to choose between like a Go-Goat, a Blitzel, and I don't know, a Sawsbuck for a speed mount Pokemon. So those were just three, the three kind of ones I could think of off the top of my head that I'm fairly certain were in X and Y. Or even, a Luxray. Because I know in the anime, Bonnie, who's like a 7-year-old, would ride around on her brother's Luxray. Because it was a big enough Pokemon. I do not know if they could actually carry like a 10-year-old. But the idea is still there. But it would be nice to have 2 or 3 different mounts you could choose from, even if it was just for like roaming around the city. So imagine if you have a surfing mount, you probably want it to be something big enough your character won't look awkward riding on it, but not too big. So you would, in that instance, probably want something about like Basculegion, as opposed to like Gyarados or Lapras. I remember there being excuse me. One bad thing about that lemonade is it kind of dries my mouth out. What was I gonna say? I have lost my train of thought now. Oh, I remember there being a rumor, probably sometime either right before the start of summer or over summer, that our mount Pokemon was gonna be Zygarde, and it was just gonna have a couple of new forms that would take over for things we needed, and it's like, no, don't see them doing that. I mean, 10% Zygarde dragged your butt up a building by jumping, so I don't think he's gonna let us ride around on his back. Not that we are, not that he was big enough. Now I have the mental picture of our surf mount just being a Clawitzer. And the trainer just being like seated on a saddle attached to the big claw. Please let us ride around on a giant shrimp. I know he's technically a lobster, but he has a little bit of that shrimpish look to him. Just the way he kind of curls. That'd be kind of funny, actually. Actually, that might make my day. That would be hilarious. Cart. Too many fish. Too many basculin in particular. Jesus. Good lord. Oh my god. Every single spawn was a basculin. That's the first time that's happened. They've taken over, apparently. So the shiny moose should be available Thursday, if I'm not mistaken. So that'll be nice. Well, they wouldn't use the 100% form for a mount. They would give it a couple more forms. But no, I hope they don't use it as a mount either. Especially considering I feel like collecting the Zygarde cells is probably gonna play a part in this. It'll be like ZA's version of collecting wisps. Oh, Dad's kicking off his shoes. I figured that'll be what it is. It'll be collecting the rest of the Zygarde cells. Oh. Hi, Basculin. Oh, Barbojo, sorry. Apparently, I just don't know my Pokemon today. Nope, 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 nope. There was a noise on my dad's phone that sounded very much like Pin does when he's coughing up a hairball. I thought he'd wandered off into the kitchen. Yes, I was talking about you. But no, we're not gonna get like new Pokemon as mounts. I would be perfectly happy with like Go-Goat for Dash. I don't remember if Lillipup was in the... I don't know what we would do for item finder. And as much as I joked about Clawitzer, Starmie would actually probably make a good surf Pokemon because you could sit on their back because they're so big. And then like just Noivern or something for a flying one. I don't need anything spectacular. It's something that would be fun and, you know, easily reasonable to believe that, oh, well, people are using this Pokemon to get around the city. Okay. I'd say Talonflame, but I don't think Talonflame is big enough. Pidgeot, maybe. I think Talonflame's smaller than Pidgeot. Of course, to be fair, all of your mounts in Legends EA are alpha Pokemon. Generally, I think younger alpha Pokemon, because they're not as big as regular alphas, but they are alpha Pokemon. I would actually love for like Aerodactyl to be a mount. Just because I think it would be funny. You're basically flying around on a Pokemon that's looking to eat the population. Actually, Aerodactyl probably ate more fish than anything. No, I want to see if you can get the color fade. Like they had the one girl where her hair starts out as like red, and then as it goes down it turned kind of that purple blue color, I think. I want to see if that is an effect you can do on like any hairstyle, because that was a really nice gradient. And it also looks like you can do like hair stripes and stuff now. Just customization in this game looks like it's going to be fantastic, as it should be, considering Gen 6 was the first game we could customize our characters in. We've come such a long way in customizing our characters. Because I want to say in ZA we had like 4 haircuts in 3 bang styles, and that was the hair customization. We had pretty good clothes customization, but not as much hair customization stuff. And it'll be especially nice now that they've evened out the outfits fairly well between boys and girls, and the girls' clothes just aren't majorly swamping the options available for boys. Because now the biggest part of it, other than the skirts and whatnot, should be for both. That was one good thing about Legends ZA and Legend Arceus and Scarlet and Violet is that you had every option for both boy and girl. They'll probably have some new short hair options in. Short hair options have never been too bad for me, but I've spent the last 6 years with my hair in a bob, basically, with my side shape, so I don't have much of an opinion about it. But yeah, they could do a bit better with some of the shorter hairstyles. Actually, I would love it if we would get a few more of the side shaved hairstyles with like patterns cut into it. Not just Pokeballs, but give us a diamond shape and like a star shape. Maybe a heart. Toss a few more of the like more common black hairstyles in. Yeah, that's true as well. It's also a possibility that it'll give us a good feel for just the future style of Pokemon catching in general. Because I know the mainline Pokemon games probably aren't gonna be just chuck your Pokeball at the Pokemon and run like C8 Legends Arceus is, but if they kept doing something a bit closer to what it looks like the catching style in ZA is going to be in Gen 10, I would not mind it at all. I'm trying to rearrange my feet and my chair's wanting to spin. So I actually kind of like the knock a Pokemon down to 0 and then it spins 15 or 20 seconds kind of woozy. And you gotta catch it in that 15-20 second window. Oh, lovely. But also, of course, as we've seen from the trailers, we can just run up to a Pokemon and run behind it and backshot it. A little piece of skin. I am a little sad, though, that it looks like we're back to just the basic Pokeballs. I was hoping we might see something new, which is still possible we might. I want basic Pokeball customization so bad. Excuse me, Like I've said before, nothing major. Give us 15-20 color options for just the tops of Pokeballs. So we can color match them with our shiny Pokemon. Or give us 10 or 15 pleasing little patterns or something that we can buy and have like the top plate or something replaced. It'd be so fun to be able to get like your starter Pokemon and have an option to put them in a Pokeball that has like plant decals on the top of it. Flowers or fancy vines or trees or something. And then be able to do that for like each Pokemon type. Maybe the dark type Pokeball has stars and a moon on it. The psychic type could have like swirls. Or maybe a sun. Actually, that'd probably be a fire type Pokeball. Please, Game Freak, it's been 30 years. Let us have colorful Pokeballs. I'm always a little miffed that we don't have a purple Pokeball. We don't have an orange Pokeball. We don't have a brown Pokeball, though the nest ball does have kind of that beigey brown on it. We have 2 black Pokeballs. We do not, I have to say, we don't have any grays, but timer balls might be gray. Give us more color options for Pokeballs, period. Please. It can't be any better or worse than doing the seals in BDSP. And then when we stick Pokemon in home, the Pokeball just reverts back to whatever Pokeball it was before. Though it would probably be you would probably have to like reapply a customization to it if you moved something from home. Like evolve it into another game and then moved it back. How many times has Twitch tweaked out on me? Oh! Actually doesn't look like it has yet. Nice. I'm not freaked out anywhere, am I? Nope. Okay, I'm good. Twitch, for whatever reason, has been like hiccuping. I went to check the vlog of my stream Saturday, and for whatever reason Twitch cut it up into like 5 different videos of various lengths. I'm like, what? And I don't know why it's doing it. I don't know if I'm just dropping signal for like 20 seconds and it's picking back up and making it different videos or what. Yes, right? Or you could color your Pokeballs based on the Pokemon's type, or maybe a nickname. If you got a Pokemon and you named it Apollo, you could get it a yellow Pokeball, or a Pokeball with like a sun decal or something on it. Get a Pokemon, a water type Pokemon, and put it in a Pokeball and be able to have the top plate have like waves etched into it. It would be super fun. And it is it is the second customization game from the generation where customization became the norm, to some extent at least. And considering it would probably be just preset things and a color swap, I feel like it wouldn't be too horrible to code. It probably wouldn't be much different than us changing like our character's hair color and their clothes and whatnot. But no, how fun would it be to be able to get a Pokeball that was like a fossil Pokeball, and it have like bones and little fossil details and stuff on it? They could be like the older versions of the fossils or something too. No, because I've mentioned custom Pokeballs semi-often. But it would literally just be a way to add more fun and personality to each trainer. Also, please, Game Freak, for the love of God, let us collect the patterned Magikarp from Magikarp Jump. We don't all have to have a separate evolution, but please. Because, you know, I need 30-something different Magikarp in my Pokemon. Let me rephrase that, because each one would probably have a shiny. I need 70-something Magikarp in my Pokemon home. I do so hope that one day they do something with the various magic card patterns in game. Like, I remember in Gen 7 when they started making like the little animated capture and release details, the timer ball having little like clocks when you caught a Pokemon or released one for a split second, or like the luxury ball I think did like a yellow glow. I want to say the dive ball did like bubbles or something. I loved that detail so much that when it came to me catching each of my Pokemon in Moon, I actually went after them in specific Pokeballs for the added touch of those little animations. I don't remember off the top of my head if they still do that in Pokemon games. I don't pay enough attention. But I loved it. It was such a fun little detail. Fossil. But they wouldn't even have to give us like a color slider or anything. They could legit just give us like however many hair colors we have. Give us like the same number there. Give us maybe 2 or 3 shades of each color. A lighter color, a darker color, and then like a middle tone. Cover the basic rainbow. Add in like some teals, kind of aqua colors, some pinks, gray, regular black, brown, white, of course. Like, I don't have to go through a thing and tweak until I get a certain hex code. Give us some basic, give us the basic, you know, run of colors. Give us the crayon box, the 24 color crayon box, I think. And that'd be good. I mean, they let us choose our bags, they let us choose our hair, they let us choose our hats, they let us choose our glasses, our gloves, our shoes, our pants, our shirts, our dresses. Let us make the Pokeballs a little bit fancier. That's literally about the only thing left we don't have the ability to customize, at least a little bit. I don't think we can do like earrings or anything, but that's fine. I'm not worried about earrings on my Pokemon adventure. About the only other things they could let us customize would be any like saddles or anything on Pokemon. I mean, they even let us choose a color for our biker outfit here based on Pokemon type. I mean, we even get to customize our phone cases. But Game Freak. If we can't customize phone cases at least for colors in Legends EA, I'm gonna throw a fit. If you stick me with the regular red Rotom phone case color in Legends EA, I will be mildly annoyed. Like, I don't need 1,000,000,001 options, just give us one of each color. Of course, the Rotom phone's becoming a bigger thing in the Pokemon games. It's probably fairly likely we will get customization for those, probably from now on until they decide to not give us a Rotom phone anymore. So the next Legends Pokemon game, probably. Yeah. No, I don't need to worry about, like, jewelry and whatnot. It's nice that they let people do a little bit of makeup. But jewelry's not a necessity. I don't wear much jewelry other than the occasional necklace and maybe a bracelet anyways. Every great once in a while, for like a special occasion, I'll poke an earring in. But no, the only way I would want jewelry and stuff in Pokemon games for if it were like accessories. Here's this item that might help give you better luck in catching a Pokemon for 10 minutes or something, or maybe it might help you hatch a Pokemon faster. I would love for, like, if you get a shiny charm in game, for it to show up hanging from like your bag or something. That would be a little fun, but it's not necessary. I want that in other games, Square Enix. Let us accessorize our boy in Kingdom Hearts and be able to see the accessories. I gotta wash a pan later. We're doing fried tenderloin and home fries for dinner, so I gotta go wash my fry pan in after stream. I don't know if they would add stretched ears, considering the trainers in the games range anywhere from like 10 to 13. Maybe add super flat earrings to where it would make your ears look kind of stretched. I'm not gonna lie, lobe stretching is one of those things that kind of weirds me out. In the Black Panther movie, they had that one chief village. I don't remember the term they used for the leaders of the various villages in the Black Panther movie. I haven't seen it forever, but I just remember they had the one dude in there, and he had the lip plate, and it was like this. And my only thought is, how hard does that make it for you to eat, dude? How do you eat with this thing in? Do you ever get tired of carrying that around? I mean, it's neat, and you know, it's culture, go ahead, do it. But those things have always weirded me out just a little bit. I would be so worried that something would happen and all of a sudden your lips just like torn in half. That'd be so funny though. Get a Pokemon game and they let you do that. Let you have a nose piercing and like the ones that go here and multiple ones in ears and stuff. That'd be kind of funny. I had the upper part of this ear pierced for a while. And it got to a point with COVID where I took my bar out of it and just kind of never put it back in, and I just let it close up. Went to see the friend who paid for the piercing for me, and she looked at me and she goes, "You let your ear close up?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I did." And she goes, "I did the exact same thing." Like, yeah, it's like it wasn't against it or anything. It just ended up not keeping it. Actually, I should still have one of the earrings. Yeah, in my cow ears. I have one of them there. I think the rest of them ended up with my niece. I think she got her ear pierced up at the top. So I gave them to her. What is this one? My blue and green one? No, it's just one of the rainbow metal ones. I had a few other ones. I had like a couple of cuffs and stuff, but I could never manage to get the bar through the other side of the cuff to go around my ear. I want to say I had two different cups. I had one that was either a little star or like a tiny tree of life, and then I had one with like a little green gemstone or something in it. I was so mad when I couldn't get them over my ear. Get them to stay in because I couldn't manage the other side of the bar. Yeah, it kind of sucks. Oh, please don't be one. Okay, good. But say, please don't be one behind me, so I have to choose again. Yeah, sometimes it's better to just let them heal and try again. Eventually, though, I am definitely gonna have to get a second tattoo. I mean, it's not much of anything, it's just my name on my arm. I don't even think about it anymore, honestly. But I would like to get a Pokemon tattoo or something eventually. That or, I want to get Miss Stella's paw print. For a long time, me and my friend Mama Blue wanted to get Assassin's Creed A's. She looked at me once and she goes, "If you ever get that tattoo without me," she goes, I'm gonna haunt you in your nightmares for the rest of your life." Excuse me. Oh, baby. Yeah, that's always a tiny fear and stuff of mine as well. It's just something happening and just like an earring just completely ripping through my earlobe or something. Like, it's not a big enough worry to turn me off of earrings. But every once in a while it's like Final Destination horror scene plays in my head where it's just like an earring getting torn out of the earlobe or something. Like someone with a nose piercing get it torn out of their nose. God, what did they... No, actually, I don't want an answer to that question, so I'm not gonna voice that one. But yeah. I had to laugh at the second Spider-Verse movie. Because Hobie with all of his piercings, and it's like, how does your mask not catch on all these? How many of these have you like yanked out while fighting a bad guy on accident? How many lip piercings have you swallowed? And I say this because my friend has a lip piercing and one of her balls worked its way loose one day while we were eating. And we managed to catch it, thankfully, before she lost the piercing. But it's like, dude. Like, I would spend so much time paranoid about piercings if I was a superhero with a mask on. It's like, even Gwen's one here, it's like, what are you gonna do if that ever catches and just yanks out? It's like, that's gonna hurt. What are you gonna tell your dad? Also, they mentioned Pokemon in the most recent Miles Morales chapter. So it's like, I am taking this as a sign from the creators that Miles Morales plays Pokemon. Which, given he's the time frame, his age and whatnot, it actually wouldn't surprise me. But still, it's kind of nice to have it at least semi-canon. Oh, no, I need you. Come here. I have 34 Omanyte to go today. Oh. One of you guys want to be shining? So I can start Fresh Wednesday? I won't be streaming tomorrow because I work. So I will be back Wednesday. So do you guys know? Don't you wanna be shining? Now, I don't need another shiny of you. I got one of those like last Tuesday, I think. I want to rewatch Moana. Or at least rewatch the Tamatoa's singing of Shiny. worried about like little kids too. It's like a little kid reaching up and like yanking one out unintentionally. Oh my god, the piercing they put in when I got my upper ear pierced, you know, the one that you're just supposed to leave in for like three or 4 months, I think. I don't quite remember, but we could not get it undone. My dad had to take his 10 snips to it so he could cut part of it off so I could get it out of my ear so I could put different ones in. But we could not, none of us could, for the life of us, get that earring to unclasp. It just did not want to go. Hypey bass. So many fish. Oh. I was gonna say hi magic carp, but it's not magic carp. Yeah, I think it was... It was something copper on the inside and just coated with something like silver. I don't remember if that's correct, like off the top of my head. But it was just a loop. I don't remember if it snapped together, just the ends, because I remember being able to spin it completely around in my ear. Because I would do that twice a day, you know, when I cleaned it, I'd spin it around, make sure like the skin didn't start growing on it or anything. And I would do that in the mornings, and I'd do it once more in the evenings, before I cleaned it, or after I cleaned it. I think I actually ended up kind of doing it both times, but yeah. We just could not get that thing undone. Like, even my sister tried, and she couldn't get it undone. But it worked out in the end. We got it out, and I had a piercing for about 6 or 7 more months, and then I let it close up. I put that poor piercing through so much crap. Of course, we got my ear pierced. And then 3 or 4 days later, we went to Florida to go to Universal Studios. So hot and sweaty and icky, and running my hands through my hair and touching my ear, and We got back and I was like, honey, come pop this blackhead that's growing up on the back of my ear. Yeah. I mean, it healed up fine and everything, and after the first earring, I was able to get earrings in and out easy enough by myself, so long as they weren't the ear cuffs. Yeah. That dude just really didn't want that first piercing to come loose in, like, my sleep or something and come out. Yes, masculine. Alright, 23 to go. See if luck's be on my side today and I can get a last minute shine. I never don't think I ever really got such a good look for it, I can tell you. And this has been 5 or 6 years ago now. Yes, you are. I did not. I said 5 or 6. I know. So yeah, I don't remember either. Plus, you know, Dad had to take the tin snips. So my dad had to throw it away. There weren't no way that was going back in my ear. You loaf. Well, not quite a loaf, but pretty close to one. No, now I just have regular lobe piercings as my only ones. I do have a pair of those earrings though that are the little T-Rexes that look like they're biting your ears when you wear them. So those are like my favorite earrings that I think I've worn twice. And I have just a couple of like regular ear cuffs. The ones you more or less just slide over your ear, then push closed, and they just hold because it's a bit of a tight fit. Look at all these magic cards. But it was 2019 when I got my ears pierced, I think. The top one. I got the bottom ones pierced when I was like tiny. Like 3 or 4, I think, when I got my ears pierced. I remember crying when they did it. I remember all the tiny little plastic earrings before they'd let me use metal ones when I got older. Let's see, it's a magic cart. It's a super cart. magic carp. I'm one of those guys, Flop. I think of the magic carp in the first Pokemon Snap that you hit with the pester ball and it like bounces across the river. When I remember in high school, me and my friends were fans of like those sets of earrings that came in threes. It'd have like, they were all technically the same earrings, but they came in 3 different colors. So you'd get like 3 ones that were studs of some sort, 3 danglies, and 3 ones that had like a gemstone or something in them. And we'd always buy those because we would split them. Each one of us would get 1 color of each, and those were our earrings. I actually probably still have a bunch of them in one of the chests or boxes outside. They have this kind of pretty little jewelry box with like a Sakura leaf petal pattern on top of it. It has all my jewelry from like high school, my class rings and whatnot. I remember going to Spencer's for like the first time when I was 15 or so, and I'd been there before, but I hadn't really been interested in anything other than like the lava lamps because I was younger, and being able to like go through the jewelry and stuff the first time. I was a habitual dragon necklace wearer for about probably 6 or 7 years. I'd get a new one, and one of the older ones would go to like one of my friends. Actually, legit, the first time I did that, my friend looked at me, she goes, "Okay, that's mine now. I get your old dragon necklace." It's like, okay. Yeah. I don't want to go to a Spencer's. I want a lava lamp. Spencer fueled so much of my love of dragon stuff when I was younger. I have a little shelf, and I have a goblet in the closet. I should go grab that, actually. Hold on. I think I know right where it is. I would very much have to wash it before I drink out of it again, but I have totally drank wine out of this, and it's all sorts of dusty inside. Oh, hold on, my screen froze again. of all times. Just a second. What? You think you need my goblet? It's not food time yet. Actually, it is food time. Hold on. You hungry? I'm sorry, I didn't realize it was food time. Yeah. There we go. Yes, it is a very nice wine goblet. I am very sad that I've looked up the pewter dragon goblets and have not been able to find one that's close to that. I would have to wash Awesome Goblet first. It's been sitting in my closet for probably 3 years at this point. Because I was legit using it as a wine glass at one point in time, but I don't drink wine that often. But I got that. I got a shelf. I got a couple of necklaces and a pair of earrings. I want to say there was something else I got, but off the top of my head I don't remember what it would have been. I just know for a while they had a bunch of fantastic little dragon home decor things. They had bookends, and I think they had a little light. I should drink lemonade out of that, honestly. Just for the fun of it. But yes, I very much would love to have another. Just so whenever I finally manage to talk my friend into coming down and visit, we can be dorky and drink out of goblets. I mean, I have a $3 Halloween goblet from the Dollar Tree or something. It's just one of the skeleton hands holding the plastic cup. But it's not as fun as the pewter dragon goblet. Also, the cat is not allowed near any cups up on my desk, because he's knocked 2 or 3 cups over that have been completely full of water, and the only thing that has saved my electronics has literally been the mat underneath my mouse and keyboard sucking up 98% of the water. That's why I have these. Because he can knock that over and it's not gonna leak. Also, because there's a lid on it, he's a lot less interested in it. I've come out of the bathroom 2 or 3 times from just going pee or taking a shower or something, and just water all over my desk, and it's ah! Taking 10 years off my life, cat? Well, I have an older sister who was big into dragons and stuff too, so I was fairly well indulged. I had a bed set, and they were looking for books or something for me for Christmas. They'd look for dragon books, and that was a big interest of mine through my high school years, I think. when like the Aragon books and stuff were big. We don't talk about the movie in this house. But I have the Dragonology book and stuff. In one of the totes out in the shed, I have one of the ones that came with a dragon model you could put together and like hang from your ceiling. Haha, you can't get me there. Alright, I've made it to 750 for the day. So I will be quitting here. I will be back Wednesday because I work tomorrow. Mint, it has been lovely to talk to you as always. Maybe I'll get lucky Wednesday and finally get this shiny. Do not forget to do your fish raids, because we're one treasure of ruin away from having all 4. I will see you guys Wednesday. Bye bye.